Hello. I've got a story that was sent in by someone here in Texas, and I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. I left home at 17, and my parents were not pleased with my decision, which, needless to say, caused quite a rift. I did not speak to either of them for many months, and I went about my life not giving them much thought. A friend got in touch with me one day to inform me that my father had passed away at some point. I spent the next few months with the guilt of not reaching out to mend my fractured relationship with my parents before he had passed. At some point, my father started visiting me in my dreams. The first few dreams, though so vivid and real, were brushed off as just really nice reveries. The more he visited and the more we talked, the more I began to understand this was really my father. In life, he was a light-hearted, kind man. He loved to joke around and be silly. He was the dad that took great pride in embarrassing you in front of your friends. A retired master sergeant from the Air Force meant he could also be tough. He was very serious when he needed to be, and he made dang sure you knew when it was business time. His visits became more frequent. I took comfort that our earthly issues were not a factor in our time together. We joked and laughed. We each shared hugs, smiles, and stories. These dreams were so real, as if I was wide awake and he was still in living form, being his crazy, silly self. In one of these dreams, he said, "You want to see something?" "Sure," I told him. It was a glimpse of a lottery ticket. It moved past me so fast that the only numbers I could make out were 15 and 21. He said, "Go play." He gave me a great big smile and a wink. Then just like that, the dream was over. The next day, of course, I played the lottery. I got one automated ticket and the other one where I chose my own numbers. Having no clue what the rest of the numbers were, I just came up with the rest at random, making certain to include 15 and 21. I waited a few days after the drawing and checked my tickets. Lo and behold, my ticket that included my dad's numbers won. 15 and 21 were among 4 of my winning numbers. I had won $200. His visits became less frequent through the years after the lottery hit, but I always treasured the time we spent together. The very last time he visited me, it was business as usual, jokes and laughs. Then all of a sudden, he got a stern look on his face. I could feel how much he wanted me to hear him. It was serious time. This was my military dad now, speaking to me, and I had to hear him out. He said, "I want you to listen. Things are going to get tough, but I want you to know you and the kids will be okay. I love you. Then he left. I woke up so confused. For months after, I wondered what he meant. Why would he say something like that and not elaborate? I just didn't understand. About 6 or so months after my father's last visit, my world was shattered and turned upside down by the death of my children's father. I believe my dad really wanted me to know that he was looking out for my kids and I. He wanted me to understand and know these were not dreams. It was really him. He showed me the lottery ticket just as a means to prove and validate his presence. So when the time came, I listened when it really counted. He has not visited me much since, but I know in my heart he isn't far. Thank you for the story, AT. I hope I did it justice. If you guys have visits from a loved one or your father after they've passed, please send them in. I have a few stories myself, and I'll be adding those as well. Be safe out there.